Thank you, James. Yeah, trying to be healthy, Isn't it something that it took me for me to come back home, for me to put my weight back on and, what I mean, get to this point because I've been small. Like, y'all, when y'all saw me and y'all saw how small I was that for like 3 years at that point. 3.5 years, I was small like that and could not get my weight back up. And I could not understand what was going on and why I could not get weight back up. And you know what I mean? It was like, wow, like what's going on? Like, why can I gain weight? And I'm like, I've never been small like that. And now I was like, I don't know what's going on. My mom was like, what is really going on down up there? Like, what do you have going on? And I'm like, I don't know. I really don't know. And it took for me to come home to get back to myself. So I think that says a lot, honestly. No, I don't sip anymore, Rico. No, I don't drink. I don't smoke. No, none of that. Junk in the trunk, as Martin will say. Yeah, well, I've always had that. Y'all probably, some of y'all don't even know me for that because a lot of y'all met me on here while I was small. So everybody used to always think I was just a small girl. And I'm like, I've never been this size, even when I was pregnant, even like when I was a young girl. I was never small like this. Like, you know, you got wine from Japan? I probably would want to try that. I would probably sip wine, and I would get wine and drink it like, sparingly. So I can't say I wouldn't get that. But I don't know. Like right now, my brain just be like, no, don't drink nothing. My mom had some daiquiris on Mother's Day, and she gave me one of them. I still got it. It's in the freezer. Like, and she was like, you could just drink that. It's only 5% alcohol. And I'm like, yeah, girl, but I do not drink. And I'd be feeling like, what's the point? I don't know. I really don't know. Yeah, good you got away from your situation and got back to your loved ones. Yep, exactly. And that's why I used to always be saying to y'all, like, man, everybody, it was so crazy to me. Everybody, like, you so small, and I'm always just like, in my head, like, like, okay, like, you know what I mean? Like, this is not me. Like, even before when I was a young girl, I was not small like that. Like, ever. It happened, like, thicker since I was in freaking, elementary school, like, so it was very, very different for me. I embraced it, though, it was a thing, and it was what it was while it was. And I actually feel like it was like it was meant for me to go through that in a way. It was meant. And so, and you know what's so crazy? Because I prayed. I remember saying to God before, like, being like, man, I wish I was just smaller because, like the way that things be when it comes to guys and stuff, like, you don't never be knowing for real if that be their whole motive every time, So it'd be like, I used to be like, man, if I didn't have this, I wonder how it would be, like, guys be just so da 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 quick to jump up and be in your face, I'm like, but I wonder if I didn't have none of this, how would it be? You gotta be careful what you wish for. And I got a chance to experience it, so it was a good thing. It was a good experience, actually, because I realized that overall I still had the attention. I still had, basically the same